and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to Bill Briare and Friends' second annual concert, Songs for the Lord. Last year, if you'll recall, I opened this concert also. Someone attempted to get an injunction against that happening again, but we're pleased to announce that that did not occur. You'll also recall that last year I gave you a sort of sociological sketch of Bill's early childhood. I won't drag you through that again. However, I can't resist telling you one true story that his mother related to me recently over the phone in preparing for this concert. She said that she and her husband realized that Bill needed some sort of a career. And so early in his childhood, they hired a very expensive French musician to teach Bill how to sing. After 2 weeks of very intensive practicing daily, he finally quit. He said, "Mrs. Briare, I cannot take it any longer." And she said, "Well, what's the matter?" He said, "I play les black keys, I play les white keys. Billy sings in the cracks." Bill's career did finally get going, albeit a bit slowly at first, but I was with him all the way. I told him one day that I thought he better start dressing a little bit better, and so we walked into a clothing store, and I'll never forget Bill. He makes Jack Benny look like a very generous philanthropist. He walks in the store and says to the salesman there on the floor, "I'd like the cheapest suit you have." The salesman said, "You're wearing it." Bill's idea of matched luggage are 2 shopping bags from the same store. But we were with each other through the thick and thin. And I recall one day we hadn't eaten very well, and finally we were taking turns approaching homes, the back doors of homes, and asking for food. It was Bill's turn. And he went up to the back door and he knocked on the door. And a woman answered the door, and Bill said, "Could I have something, anything at all to eat?" And she said, "Well, how about yesterday's soup?" And Bill said, "Oh, that'd be fine." She said, "Come back tomorrow." Finally, we started getting more bookings, and one day I said to Bill, "I really think you ought to consider filing your nails." And Bill said, "No, I think I'll just continue to clip them and throw them away." I hear some hissing in the equipment here. We'll have that checked out. Keep going. Bill decided one day he better get a dog. He said, after all stars are accompanied by a dog. And I said, "Well, how about a shepherd?" He said, "No, I want a poodle." And so we went to a breeder, and it had to be a pedigree as far as Bill was concerned. So there we are standing there, and Bill said, "Is this poodle a pedigree?" And he kept asking the man this, and finally the man said, "Sir, if this animal could speak, it wouldn't talk to either one of us." Did you know that Bill was an organist at one time? He doesn't play that up, but he was an organist until his monkey died. As Bill's coach, as fine a voice as he had, I could never let him really know that. And so I was always razzing him, trying to get him to perform just a little bit better. And I'll never forget the day I said, "Bill, why can't you sing this thing any better?" And Bill said, "Terry, I've got all kinds of music inside of me." And I said, "Yes, I know that, because I never seem to hear any of it come out." Bill said, "I used to be with the Metropolitan." I said, "Yes, but did you sell any policies?" Bill tried his hand at poetry, both composing and delivering it. An example of one of his first poems went something like this. "A peanut sat on a railroad track. Its heart was all aflutter. a train came rolling down on the track. Toot toot, peanut butter. So he tried singing again. He tried singing once again. I'm happy to say that Bill has just completed his first album. It was 3 years in the making. Now, if any of you are interested in stamp collecting, ask him if you can see it. Bill has become very ethical in his musical career. He no longer will accept gifts from fans. Cash only. Don't mention airplanes to Bill. He absolutely refuses to fly on airplanes. He had a very poor experience once leaving Los Angeles. He got on the plane, and it was one of these new planes, fully automatic. And he sat down, and the belt buckled around him, and he heard a voice come over the loudspeaker. And it said, "This plane is fully automatic. It has an automatic pilot. It has automatic food service. It has an automatic landing gear. You have nothing to fear. You have nothing to fear. You have nothing to fear." You don't. Trust me. I'd like to say this. Bill's music will sound as though it is automatic because it literally wells forth from him with little effort. But it's not. It's a labor of love. And without further ado, it's my very great pleasure to introduce to you, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Mr. Bill Briare. It's a labor of love. And without further ado, it's my very great pleasure to introduce to you, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Mr. Bill Briare. Direct from a 25-year engagement from Las Vegas, Nevada, Mr. Bill Briare. And certainly last but not least, right now, Mr. Bill Briare. Terry.
Hot back in Welcome. Someone took my pick. This is serious now. There it is. You know, Terry's usually not really shy on stage, but I think that's probably his first real case of stage fright. Well, if he can tell bad ones, I can too. He wrote, yeah, he's my writer. Welcome to all of you. Thanks for being here. I'm going to share my own songs with you tonight, and then, like Terry said, those come from my heart. That's where they started being written, and they kind of ended up on paper and then onto the guitar and so forth. We come together to celebrate tonight. We come to celebrate the love of the Lord. That's very important for all of us. And there is much to celebrate in our lives. We can celebrate love. We can celebrate many things. And the love of the Lord is foremost in that, because He is the one that guides us and draws us in our love. So tonight, let's do that. Let's celebrate the love of the Lord. celebrate the love of the Lord. It's time to celebrate the love of the Lord. Time to dance, time to sing, time to let those hallelujahs ring. It's time to celebrate the love of the Lord. It's time to celebrate the love of the Lord. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate right now. Singing my song to the Lord, singing your song for the Lord, singing our song of love to the Lord Jesus Christ, singing a song of love, It's time to celebrate the love of the Lord. It's time to celebrate the love of the Lord. I was thinking you're probably all wondering how, here it is, April 30th, 1981, and how do I happen to be sitting here? Well, you're in luck tonight because I just happen to have a song that will explain all that. It's, I guess there's just a bit of exaggeration in the song, and it doesn't stick truly to facts. It's kind of, I guess I did a redaction history on the song, and it didn't quite, we didn't get right to the true facts, but this is kind of how it all got started. Started my day in the usual way. Got out of bed and I started to pray. Something happened and I realized Jesus wants me to evangelize. He never asked me what I wanted to do. He simply said, follow me. The crops are many, but the labor is few. How could I disagree? Prepared my armor and I readied my sword. When you love Jesus, Satan can't be ignored. Walk to the place where the Spirit had led. Open my mouth and here is what I said. Jesus loves you and he wants you to know he can change your life. Walk beside him and he'll help you to grow, lead you out of your strife. That wasn't easy, but it wasn't that hard. The Lord was with me as my bodyguard. I'm glad he called, yes I fit the bill. You feel so special when you do God's will. You feel so special when you do God's will. Try that with me. You feel so special when you do God's will. You feel so special when you do God's will. You do feel pretty special when you do God's will. Sometimes along the way it's tough though, huh? It's tough. I'd like to ask a friend, one of my first friends. I had to pay him $15 the other day to be my friend. To come up and join me for a few songs. Randy Seidel.
No, I'm not Randy. I just got a sunburn.
Randy's nervous, aren't you, Randy?
Nope.
Nope. Showed me, didn't he? Bill's nervous, right? Yep. I love Jesus and I want you to know why I love him, 'cause I want you to love him too. I love Jesus and I want to tell you, 'cause I think it will interest you. He will teach you, he will guide you, he'll show you what to do. He's my Lord, he brings me peace, he can do the same for you. If you let him, yes, if you let him, if you let him, he will guide your ways. Yes, if you let him, yes, if you let him, if you let him, he will bless your days.
Let Jesus in your life.
Let him show you the road.
Let Jesus carry the way.
Let him lighten your load.
Let Jesus in your life.
Let him show you the road.
Let Jesus carry the way.
Let him lighten your load. I tell you all this because I love. Go. Tell you all this because I love Jesus and I want you to know why I love him, 'cause I want you to love him too. I love Jesus and I want to tell you, 'cause I think it will interest you. He will teach you, he will guide you, he'll show you what to do. He's my Lord, he brings me peace, he can do the same for you. That got treacherous. I didn't think I'd ever get that button undone. Randy was just so patient. Like, come on, Bill. I like to tell a little story before I sing this song. My first year here at the seminary, we just gone through a long period of rain If anyone lives in Oregon, you know what rain is. Does anyone live in Oregon? A few people. Anyone who has lived in Oregon and experienced rain, raise your hand. One person, two people. Well, anyway, I went home. I went home, and I got off the airplane in Las Vegas, and it was 110 degrees, probably really hot. And I guess that triggered something in me because I started thinking, it's not really important what the weather is like outside as long as we have the sun inside. And that became a really important idea to me. And the next day it kind of evolved into a song, and you get to hear it right now. When I came to you, my heart was full of rain. My soul cried out for you to ease my growing pain. When I came to you, my well was running dry. My spirit filled with grief. There was one thing left to try. I asked you into my life.
I asked you to set me free.
You said you would. Now the sun shines from deep down inside of me. Jesus is the way. Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the way. Hey. Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the way. Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the way. Randy often gets kind of hid back in a corner playing the bass. He's a fine bass player, which he'll show you a little later tonight, but he can handle the guitar too, huh? In the readings from Mass, I think just a week ago or so, kind of finished up. It said it was talking to the apostles, and the message to them was, go out and preach your message to all of creation, and that's pretty nice. Go out and preach to all of creation. And as I was thinking about that, I said, well, if we're really aware of it, creation preaches to us too, and it's really true. As you realize, the beauty that's out there, you really feel a peace about yourself and about your relationship to the world. So this song is kind of about some of the beauty that I see in creation. See him in the flowers, see him in the trees, his presence in nature proclaims the mysteries. See him in the faces, children laughing in the park, the fire that shines before us, the light that breaks the dark. See him in the lonely, the struggle to survive, the features laced with anguish, the fear to stay alive. See him in all creation, in the breaking of the bread, the peace we share with strangers is how his love will spread. I have several songs that I've written that give thanks from my heart to the Lord for the many things that He has blessed me with. And I'm very aware of the many gifts that He has given me, and I thank Him for those. And I'm going to share two songs that express my thanks. The first one I call a thank you prayer. I'm going to teach you a part in this. I want you to sing a part with me. There's a part in, I guess, the second verse that says, thank you for love's echoing. And our love is an echo. We give and we receive. It's kind of like shouting against the wall, and if you don't hear anything back, it's kind of wonder where your love has gone. But we always receive an echo from other people. So now I got to remember. Okay, you just echo what I say. How I love to praise your holy name. How I love to praise your holy name. Okay, that's all I have to teach you. You're going to do fine. So you'll know when it comes, because I'll probably stand it.
Thank you for my friends that care. Thank you for life-giving prayer. Through it all, I touch you everywhere. Thank you for the peace you bring. Thank you for our hearts that sing. Thank you for love's echoing. In our lives you are everything. How I love to praise your holy name. How I love to praise your holy name. Jesus Christ is Lord, I will proclaim. Jesus Christ is Lord, I will proclaim. I will spread your name to all I meet. I will spread your name to all I meet. Let them know your love so sweet. Let them know your love so sweet. Thank you for the love you share. Thank you for my friends that care. Thank you for life-giving prayer. Through it all, I touch you everywhere. Through it all, I touch you everywhere.
Two more friends come join me for the next thank you song. I'll tell you a little story about that one too. I don't want to put any fear in Terry's heart. Terry's going up, or down to Mexico next year, but I went down to Mexico last summer and got a case of Montezuma's revenge, as will happen, and kind of spent a little time being sick. Look at Terry. Well, after I got over that, I was so thankful that I wrote this song. It's just called I Have So Much to Be Thankful For. Come on up. Terry and Tony are going to help sing this one. Kent, this is the one. If we stop right now, we'll know it's Kent's jinx.
Thankful for that you have set my spirit free, and I can sing a song, it's Jesus' song, 'cause I walk with his melody. So much to be thankful for that I would like to sing this song, and I invite you all to sing with me so I can sing a brand new song. you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. So much to be thankful for, that you have set my spirit free, and I can sing a song, it's Jesus' song, 'cause I walk with His melody. Pretentious. Well, you've told comedy, you've sung. Well, what else do you want to do?
Well, I can dance, Bill.
Thanks a lot. You Irishmen think you can do everything, huh?
Yeah? I'll prove it, Bill.
Okay, prove it, Terry.
I'll bet every Irish person in this place could dance if you asked them to.
Okay. Anyone that's Irish, raise your hands. Come on, there's more of you out there. Anyone that's Irish, raise your hand. That's it?
Okay, Bill, I'll pick two.
I think I better pick them. Wait, look at all the hands went down. Come on, put your hands up. Okay, one over there. Come on, come up here. Yeah, you. Right there? Yeah, you. Tom. Yeah, let's move these over here. Well, we're going to find out. Okay, dance.
Well, music.
Bill, we need some music.
Well, what kind of music do you need?
Well, do you have a jig?
Can we...
Irish?
Irish.
That would be good. Irish jig would be probably better than German.
An Irish jig. Tony, can we play an Irish jig?
No, I just don't have music. Somebody just happened to
Oh, look at that. An Irish jig. Okay, well. We're ready, Wally?
Yeah.
Okay. This one, every day, almost every day, a lot of guys work out, and when we go in the locker room, a couple of us talk here and there. And one guy said to me the other day, "Hey, what's that song you sang last year? Something or other." He tried getting the melody, and he worked at it a little bit, and we figured out what it was, and so I was kind of happy that he remembered it. So I said I'd sing it again for him. So Tino, where is he? You see? Oh, he's here. Good. If you weren't here, I wasn't going to sing it for you. But this is for all of you too. Oh, I better tell you a little story about this one. It's not like I have to, but I'd like to. What was the story I was going to tell? Oh, this song is called "Live as Jesus Did," and I've just been reading a little book about spiritual direction, and there's 3 ways to live as Jesus did. We can follow his behavior, or we can. Don't laugh at me. I'm thinking hard. We can follow the behavior of Jesus. We can try to take on his attitudes, or we can try to allow him to become a full part of us. And so I guess I just read this recently, and I thought I'd just introduce that song by saying that. And the last one, what is called the unitive goal, is to totally let Christ become a part of us, and for us to express him to each person that we meet. So this is called "Live as Jesus Did." Live as Jesus did. Make his ways your own. You will be at peace, and you'll never walk your path alone. As the Father has loved me, you must love others. Perfect yourselves within as you bear with the faults of one another. Live as Jesus did. Make his ways your own. You will be at peace, and you'll never walk your path alone. Jesus' life was full of prayer. He consulted the Father. If you want to be like him, just close your eyes and open your heart. Live as Jesus did. Make his ways your own. You will be at peace, and you'll never walk your path alone. Okay, this song's for you, Lynn. Wherever you are. I didn't see your hand anywhere. No. Oh, well, this is a Lynn that works at the hospital. But she's not here, so I'm going to have to sing it kind of loud, I think. we were talking the other day in the hospital, and this is kind of another nature song. She was talking about how she gets all wound up in the hospital, and she likes to get back to nature, and that makes her feel really calm. And it's, once again, probably true. I think as we get deeper and deeper into city life, we get farther and farther away from our nature. And a lot of times prayer is a way of recapturing that. That's part of what our nature is, but it's nice just to get out in nature. And some good friends of mine and I were walking on the beach last year, and we just kind of started singing, and the waves were crashing on the sands, and we looked up, and the stars were beautiful, of course, and we could see the hills and the mountains. And so we really just kind of composed this song as we walked on the beach.
I love the ocean, waves crashing on the sand. I love the Lord my God, resting in His hands. I love the mountains, trees reaching for the sky. I love the Lord my God, it's easy to see why. 'Cause the Lord gives us His blessings, watching from above, watching all His children as He showers them with His love. I love the starlight, making people dream. I love the Lord my God, His light a guiding beam. I love God's people, singing hearts ablaze. I love you, Jesus, let me sing your praise. 'Cause the Lord gives us His blessings, watching from above, watching all His children as He showers them with His love. 'Cause the Lord gives us His blessings, watching from above, watching all His children as He showers them with His love.
So quiet, talking. Well, last year I learned how to play one song on the banjo. I've worked hard to learn another song this year. It's kind of a variation of last year's song. I didn't really have too much time to work on it. Last year it was called Rat-a-tat-tat, and I varied it this year. It's called Rat-a-tat-tat, click, 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 and I'd like to play that for you. Well, I know another one. You know, I was thinking last year on this stage, I started playing the banjo, and some guy screamed out from the back, and he ended up challenging me to a banjo duel. I feel really kind of bad. I must have really humiliated him because he left this seminary and went to another seminary in San Diego. I feel really bad. Yeah. He was, I guess he was humiliated. Wouldn't be anyone out there who'd want to challenge me tonight, would there? Huh? Come on. Come on. Don't be afraid. Come on.
Here's a hand. Here.
Wouldn't be anyone that would want to challenge me. Yeah, Terry? You know, this kind of scares me a little bit because Terry is quite a guitarist. I know that. And I've heard him play. He's been playing for a long time. He studied classical music, and he's really quite brilliant on the guitar. So this scares me just a little bit. Don't worry, though. I have a plan. I think I can. Well, Terry. Glad you. Yeah, I suppose so. Hey, listen. I know that you're trained on classical guitar, and you probably can't play anything unless you have the music. So.
Well, that's right, Bill. As a matter of fact, I just happen to have the music with me There you go.
Terry, this isn't going to work. I can't see the music.
Well,
What?
why don't you just follow me?
Sit down. We can really bad. Okay.
Ready?
That's one that I know. little story about the guy leaving last year and going to the seminary in San Diego. Terry is also going to be leaving this year, but he's going to be leaving because he's in his 4th year, and he'll be going on into the ordained ministry. And I'm very proud of him, as I know many other people are. And so I want to thank him for doing this tonight, and also wish him the best of luck in the life that he has chosen. Do you want to play another song? Why don't you just go ahead and... Is there anybody in here who has a birthday tomorrow? Who? Father Emmanuel. Do you think we could all sing happy birthday to Father Emmanuel? Father Emmanuel will be 39 tomorrow. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Father Emmanuel. Happy birthday to you. For those of you who don't know, Father Emmanuel is the Dean of the Theology. We wish him the best of luck on his birthday.
Thanks, Bill.
Okay, Father.
Anything's better than Tompkins.
Thanks, Bill.
No.
What's not wrong? Bishop Father.
Just a minute. There. This next song, well, kind of started out, it was called the Orange Blossom Special. But it's not called that anymore. For tonight and tonight only, it's called the Holy Spirit Special. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait.
Oh, go ahead. 1, 2, 3.
Where do you get these chairs from?
You're ready to go. You ready out there? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You ready, man? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, look yonder coming. Coming down that railroad track. Oh, hey, now look yonder coming. Coming down that railroad track. It's that Holy Spirit special, bringing Jesus back. Here it comes.
about her traveling. She's the fastest train on the line. Hey, I'm talking about her traveling. She's the fastest train on the line. It's that Holy Spirit special rolling down that seaboard line. Here comes once more the Holy Spirit. Terry and Tony come and join us for another song here. Come on, Terry. Okay, this is the moment that a lot of you have been waiting for. I know. Not because it's the end of the show. This is a moment. It's rather an incredible story, and I would like to tell you about it right now. We were over in the band room Tuesday, Terry and I. And I said, Terry, you should learn how to play an instrument. He always wants to play the piano. He always wants. I said, you should learn how to play. And he says, well, let's look around for an instrument, and I'll see if I can play it. Ladies and gentlemen, Terry Tompkins picked up this very instrument right here. And he began to play. And the heavens opened, and a ray of sunlight shone on this very instrument here. And it's incredible. And you are about to witness his first live performance. He's going to play the saxophone and make it sing like a... Well, he'll make it sing. Right? Savior in the night, praise the Lord. Go, Jerry, go. One more time. Take it.
Thank you very much. That was nice. That was fun. Terry Tompkins, what do you think, huh? You heard a guitar solo from Terry Joy and a bass solo from Randy. The whole works. Can you believe he's only been playing that instrument for 2 days? You ever heard anything like it? Yes, you have? I'd like to thank you all again very much for coming and letting me share a part of my life with you. And see, before I forget, there's kind of a little reception over in the building back over there, Aquinas Hall, downstairs. Some punch and cookies for anyone that would like to join. Just grab a seminarian and follow him, except be careful which seminarian you grab, because some are going out to the Markham Inn, so you got to be careful which one you grab. I'd like to take just a moment and close with a prayer, if that would be okay. If everyone would just relax a minute. I'd like to thank you, Lord, very much for gathering us together here tonight, for the gifts that you allowed us to share, and for the way we are allowed to celebrate in your name. I thank you for the love that you have in each one of us, I thank you for holding each one of us dear to you. And I ask that you give us the strength to teach others how to celebrate and how to live and how to walk in the pain and the joy of your love.
Oh Jesus, how I really love you. So nice to know someone who cares. Please hold me in your loving presence and let me be someone who shares. When I think of what I've come through, when I think of where I've been, I can see your loving guidance shining through for me again. When I wish that I could follow, but this world just drags me down, I know that when I come back to you, your love will still abound. Oh Jesus, how I really love you. So nice to know someone who cares. Please hold me in your loving presence and let me be someone who shares. I know that when I walk with you, my spirit soars so high. So keep me walking by your side. My love will never die.